Excuse me. What's good, everybody? Got in the house, Mike. Salute to you, brother. But this lame duck. Lol. Bruce Gas, salute to you, my good brother. Thanks for coming through. Happy Friday to you all, and I hope you're good out there. If any of you want to get on, just let me know. It's not a problem. Ricky, salute to you, big bro. But big bro laws. Happy Friday to you, my friend. Right. I'm going to get straight into it because I'm not going to be on long tonight. An hour or so. So we all seen that fight. Silver Fox, salute to you, brother. He's put big up, lads. Yes, big up to you, my good friend. Thanks for coming through. I hope you're good out there, bro. So we all seen that Ngannou fight. I don't want to really bark on about that. I just want to get your opinion on this. Do you think that this fight is going to ever happen? Hi, Luke, and salute to you, bro. Thanks for coming through. Always coming through, showing love. Thanks for coming through. Excuse me. Yeah, so I've named this Lee. Salute to you, Mad Attery's put. Evening, lads. Hope you and your family are well. Yeah, I'm very well, thank you. Salute to you, brother. And hope you're good out there. Thanks for coming through. Mason Hearing, salute to you, bro. Fury is a con. Fury is a con man. And Ngannou whooped his ass. So do you think then, Mason? Do you think that Ngannou won that fight then? Do you think he was a robbery, or do you think it was a close fight, or what? Because I've gone back and watched it again, and I think Ngannou did win. I give it Ngannou by a round or maybe 2 rounds. I could be wrong. Zeeb, salute to you. He's put Fury must be making mega money because Solomon said he did what the does what the fuck he wants. Yeah, absolutely, yeah. Ngannou won, yeah. Robbery, right, yeah. Mike Tyson versus John Fury will happen before Tyson versus Usyk. Yeah, I think so, Rick. I don't think this fight's going to happen, bro. I really don't. I mean, let me sort this out one sec. And the reason why I've been saying that is because I made my very first video on him back in January. I think it was back end of January, maybe February. See you February. Oh yeah, see you February. I cannot wait for Ngannou's next fight. Yeah, I'm going to come to him. You give him a black eye. A prime Mike Tyson versus a prime John Fury. Oh God, bloody hell. Well, you'd know what would happen now, so let alone in the prime. Don't get me wrong, John Fury. You have to take your hat off to him. The man's been in the ring. Can't knock him for that, but just like leagues and leagues below Iron Mike Tyson. So anyway, he come out last week, as we all know, saying definitely, he did numerous interviews saying that this fight was definitely happening. John Fury is all talk. Yeah, absolutely. John Fury is a fool. Ngannou versus Zhang, that'd be a good fight. Bloody hell, yeah, that would be. So anyway, he come out doing all these interviews last week saying he's going to sue Usyk if he doesn't fight him in December and all stuff like that. And I made my video saying, I think it was called AJ and Wilder's off. And I said in that video, it was about a month ago, I said, you've got no chance of this fight happening. Definitely not this year anyway. I just couldn't see. You know I'll get on. Right, I'll send you a link then, Mike. Just give me a second. More fake mental health problems. The retirement coming soon. Yeah, MMA fighters can box, I guess. Yeah, absolutely. Tyrone, salute to you, bro. Ngannou, KO, Wilder, and AJ. So we send Mike this link quick. Fucking hell, it's been that long since I've done this. Can't even remember how bloody do it. I got you. Don't know what it's doing, Mike. Right, sent it, Mike, so you should get that. So anyway, when you know, ouch. You know what? I'll sue. Yeah, Francis Ngannou beat him. And Sewell, salute to you, bro. Tyson got embarrassed. Yeah. Happy Friday to you, brother. So anyway, I just want to say, when I said in that video a month ago that this fight will never happen, especially this year, I just thought no chance. Not 2 days before Christmas, no chance. Dave, salute to you, bro. He's put, I'm with you, Loz. This fraud Fury is gonna duck. You did. I can't see that last bit. I Warren today say Fury needs to recover from the cut on his head. I think that is, and all he had was graze. Fury said the same the next day in the interview. Oh, God, bloody hell. That's what I mean. It's fucking embarrassing. So anyway, yeah, this fight's not going to happen, man. It's just not going to happen. And you just have to accept it. But people think I'm full of shit. Do you know what I mean? Like I've always stressed, right? And I'll keep stressing it. Frank Warren is poison in boxing. Absolutely, Mason. Absolutely, man. That's bang on. He is. I've always told people. Here's Mr. Johnson. Hey up, Mike.
What's up, pimp?
I'm all right, brother. You?
Oh man, oh they ain't doing nothing, man, but buying gun shit.
All right. Just quickly, let me just say this, Mike, and then we'll get your opinion. And I have to keep an eye on the chat as well. Eddie Earn said Frank Smith was absolute. What's that? Mongrels. Mongrels is that? Fury is now concerned to fight Usyk. If he doesn't, it's a major mishonor in boxing. Boxing fans will never forgive him. Yeah, absolutely. Fury is just full of shit. Fury went from loved and all down. Yeah, the feather-fisted fraud has been found right out. Yeah, Fury and his brother Tommy are jokes. Right, so
Hmm.
Mike, just let me say this quickly then, right? Just have to slow down a bit, chat, because I've got to try and keep an eye on the chat and speaking with Mike at the same time. I what gets me, Mike, is I've always stressed, and you know me, Mike. You know me long enough now, bro. You know that I don't roll like that. I don't give a damn who you support. I have no problem with people supporting Tyson Fury. If you want to support him, support him. And I'm open to everyone's opinion. I don't block people. I don't bar people for having an opinion. But what gets me, Mike, is it's like the fans are like a cult because you can't have an opinion without them jumping on your back. And just quickly, as just a quick example of what I'm talking about when you speak your mind. Can you see there the second one down? He's put Loz. Whatever he's put at the top, he's put he would slap your head off,
Hmm.
pal. And then he's put below Loz Punch Out TV, two monkeys. So they come with the racist shit, right? Right, right, Mike. And then they come with this shit. They come to try and intimidate you and scare you. So he's put, you have too much hate for Tyson Fury. Have that hate to the bone. It will all come back on you. Walk away from this hate and then put his thumb up. Now, that to me is a threat. So, what I'm trying to say, Mike, is because you say something or speak your mind, then they come with racist shit, as I've just shown you. And then if that doesn't work, then they come to try and intimidate you. And I think it's fucking out of order, me. I'm not crying like a baby, Mike, but I'm saying if this is what it's got to, where that you can't have an opinion, and I don't hate Tyson Fury. I don't like the man's antics out of the ring. I've never said the guy can't fight, because I have. What I don't like is you can't have an opinion because as soon as you have an opinion, Mike, they jump on your fucking neck. Go on, bro.
Yeah, well, laws. That's the name of the game, bruh. Like some people, they can have. There's a difference between having like some type of like civil discourse, where then like but then you have the people that get off on causing problems. You know what I'm saying? Like those people, they probably not really upset or anything like that. They just like they get off on getting other people upset. You know what I'm saying? And getting them off of their getting them unfocused on what they're doing.
Yeah,
That's what they really do. And then some of these people, you know, you know, um, Tyson Fury could well be their fucking hero. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Could be well their very fucking hero, and they probably get upset when you have an opinion on what he's been doing. You know what I'm saying? It's like some of these characters on here is like that's Tyson Fury is their superhero. You know what I'm saying? They would never do anything. They're not athletic. They can't do anything. They're half brain dead. You know what I'm saying? They'll never make it in life. And so what they do is they come on here and they live vicariously through the internet.
yeah, 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 yeah. But just let me
Because
read these.
go ahead,
Go on.
Lance.
No, I just wanted to read this chat quick. Don't ask me has put Fury. Mason Eames put foot. Just quickly, Mike. I'll catch back up with you. Mason Eames put, love your channel, man. Keep telling the truth about boxing. Oh, salute to you, brother. He's put Fury is a clown and Garnu has never ever boxed on this day in his life outside MMA training, and he beat Fury's ass, cracked him, stunned him, dropped him, and then round 8 fucked him fucked him up. Don't ask me has put Fury can't win with the fans now. Whatever he does, he'll be called out for what he isn't doing. He needs to fight Usyk, AJ, rematch Ngannou, and redeem boxing all at once. His legacy is dead. What a fucking great fact that is. Great comment, man. Great comment. Yeah, yeah. Go on, Mike. Sorry, quickly.
Oh no, I mean, and like my buddy on Facebook said earlier today, like but he was talking about politicians.
Yeah,
But it could very well translate to boxing fans. It's like some people out here, they treat these boxers and these promoters and these managers and these people within boxing that's like that works in boxing and stuff like that. Sometimes they treat them like a stripper, like that like a stripper that likes them. They think the stripper likes them. The stripper about to take them home when the stripper is just trying to do their fucking job.
yeah,
You,
yeah, yeah,
and it's sickening because you know to me I gotta call it for how it is. Other people they can say another way, but I seriously think like if you're a fan of Tyson Fury, you know what I'm saying? And you out here acting like he cannot do no wrong and stuff like that, and you believe this fucker. I think you're a stone cold idiot. I might be wrong with my opinion or whatever, but I think you're a stone cold idiot, and I think you're taken home. I think you're getting taken home to the cleaners
yeah.
because if you believe that this guy didn't duck Usyk, I don't know what to tell you.
Exactly. But this is just have to be quick. He's put because I have to keep an eye on the chat. He's put KSI is a fan of 12 and facts. Cheers, Oz. I'm not one to delete comments. No, you're welcome, mate. That's a wrench for you. I seen you comment on my video. Uh, Spencer Oliver spreads propaganda. Absolutely. Tommy Fury is a clown. Absolute fucking nonce. That's God. Okay, you're ruthless, you Mason. You should team up with Wizard Sleeve. He's ruthless. But Tommy Fury reminds me of a total bellend who was on Love Island. Fucking hell. Yeah, well, Mike, this is the thing, right, brother? And this is what I always stress in my videos. Excuse me. Fucking beer's dead gassy. I don't dislike the guy. I don't know how many fucking times I have to fucking tell them I don't dislike the guy. I've been chatting to a guy in my chat all week. He's a Tyson Fury fan. He seems like a decent bloke. He's told me he likes him and he thinks he'll beat Usyk. And I said, mate, I respect your opinion. There's nothing wrong with having an opinion. I was brought up to be able to speak my mind and treat people how you expect to be treated. That's how I was brought up. I was brought up to be able to have a voice and to be able to treat people with respect because I expect people to treat me with respect. I don't talk to people nasty, and I don't expect to be spoken to nasty or spoken to shitty. But what gets me, Mike, is like you just said, some of his fans think that this guy can't do wrong. But if that's your opinion, then that's fair enough to you. I don't care. I'm just speaking my opinion, how I see it. Like I always say, it doesn't mean I'm right. I never
Right,
ask nobody to roll with me, Mike. I never
right.
ask people to roll with me with my opinion. It's just my opinion, that's all.
And that's all we can do is give our opinions.
Yeah. Just let me read this question quickly off Dave. Dave's put, do you think Usyk beats Fury on points? I'm just concerned purely on the size of Fury if he leans on him. Hopefully, Usyk hits and moves constantly is why Fury avoids him. Dave, I've always said, brother, I haven't got a clue who wins that fight. Have I not? Or people, Mike, I've always said that's why I want to see the fucking fight because I've always said I don't know who wins that fight. It's a great fight. It's a
Yeah.
great fight. Dave just said, if Fury leans on him and stuff, he's going to tire Usyk out because Usyk's tiny compared to him. But the thing with Usyk ain't that type of fighter to let someone do that. He can move around it from different angles. That's what makes it an exciting fight.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
There you go.
uh,
I'll say it again.
yeah. Just let me read this quickly, Mike. Fury, Mason's put Usyk is the best heavyweight in the world. Very well could be. He's put Tyson Fury fans are idiots. Don't ask me. He's put Fury said on the Joe Rogan he don't like fighting small men. Something like they're a little like butter. You get hold of that. You can't get hold of them. Absolutely, that's a great fucking comment. Mason's put I like your channel because you got the balls to be yourself and not influenced like idiots like Gareth or Saul Davies.
Oh, come on. Bono.
Yeah,
Whatever.
Bono.
What's up? We calling that dude again?
Bono,
He
isn't
like
he, out
he like a
YouTube?
fake ass rock star.
Yeah. Or David Diamonds
Yeah.
separated at birth. Which one's the gad? Fucking hell. He's a proper cringy arse. See, Mike, this is what's wrong with media because you've got. Have you noticed, Mike? It's always the same people all the time. It's always Radio Raheem, Michelle Joy Phelps, IFL TV, Boxing Social. It's always the Gareth Arsehole Davies fucking rimming. It's always the same people, but none of them will ever ask him the proper questions. And when they do, like Simon Jordan did, he banned Talksport from going because Simon Jordan said, this fight's a fucking mockery. You're taking the piss out of the fans. But
Yeah.
like I said, it was always the Gad was always going to get there because he writes for the Telegraph. So he used that as a plus he's a rimmer. He rims the hell out of fucking Fury. So Fury would have let him go over anyway.
I mean, the dude. Let's just keep it real. It's like, you know, I told folks about the you know, before the fight, why I think that Fury didn't fight Usyk, and I told folks like, he's a smaller guy. It's like Fury has never did well against smaller guys. I mean, look what a cruiserweight did to him, Steve Cunningham.
Yes.
I mean, and Steve Cunningham doesn't. I would say maybe it has maybe 75% of the skills that Usyk has. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
Usyk has more stamina than him. And it's kind of like, what do you think is going to happen in that fight? You know what I'm saying? What do you think is
Yeah.
going to happen in that fight when if Tyson Fury takes it? That motherfucker is not going to stand in front of him. He's not going to gas out like that so easily. It's like it's going to be a fucking fight. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
unfortunate that you know um, some of these boxing fans allowed the dude to hide. You know, to hide behind a bunch of lies and stuff. You know, instead of
Yeah.
just fighting the guys. Like it's not difficult to make these fights. The people who make it difficult is right in front of your face. And Tyson Fury is one of those guys who literally controls who he fights. You know, he calls the shots. You know, so just a shame. And now he's gonna have to take that fight, most likely. He's gonna have to take that fucking fight, or
He's got to, Mike.
or he's gonna have to take that fight with Usyk, like they signed off on, or he's gonna have to figure something out. Cause those people are gonna probably fucking sue his ass.
Yeah. Yeah. Just let me read the chat quickly, Mike. Where did it get lost? I'm not influenced by the stupid of Fury fans. I see boxing for what it is. MMA is better to be a fan of because boxing is full of snakes and clowns. Absolutely. Do you think Simon Jordan is scared of old Frankie Boy and the hard questions? Luke, and yes, I do. I do and I don't. I think he has been, but he since he got drilled on off Fast Eddie and that, he seems to be putting his foot down a bit now. But yeah, I think he'll go so far, and then he won't go that little extra mile. Ricky's put Tyson Fury struggled with Otto Willing, who is a smaller guy too. Yes, he did. Same with Anthony Joshua. He seems to struggle with smaller guys like Carlos Takam and Jermaine Franklin and people like that.
Yeah.
Evening
Some
Trick.
people just need somebody to stand in front of them.
Yeah,
That's
Trick.
what they need, somebody to stand in front of them.
Yeah. Trick's put evening, all evening to you, Trick.
Who was that, Trick Melton?
No, it's a new sub.
Okay.
Try and get through the chat quick. Wesley Sleeps put Gad's dreams of holding Fury. Love handles. Yeah. Dave's put, and the true Geordie, I love his video slagging off Fury. Yeah, he's ruthless, that true Geordie. Yeah, he's good, because he asked Tyson Fury hard questions, Mike. And fucking Fury ripped his mic off and slammed his phone down, turned it off. And it
He's
was
talking about
all.
that one interview and it's like, all right, mate, one more time, and I'm the
That's
interview
him.
is over.
That's him.
Yeah. I mean, that dude saw it coming. I mean, that's Tyson Fury.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? No ifs, ands, or buts. That's who he is. It's like, you know what I'm saying? I told you guys a long time ago. These guys pay for these people to write articles for them. These guys, they pay for people to show up. Pay these guys to show up to do the media for them in these fights. It's like they paying all these cats, man. It's like this shit ain't free. This shit ain't free. And that's and when your ass don't play ball, you're fucking gone.
Of course you are. That's one. Of course you are. Just let me finish reading the chat quick. Dave's put, I read that, and Frotch told the truth. Absolutely, Dave. Adari Penn,
when Kyle Frost did that, look how they tried to do him.
Yeah, I know. He's put Francis Ngannou should fight Manuel Char next for the WBA heavyweight belt. Would be a good idea. Yeah. I could roll with that. Mason's put tell Fury he needs to fight Usyk or retire. Yeah, that's what George Groves has come out and said. And Frotch said they think he'll retire. Tricks put from Lamrick Island. Oh, salute to you, brother. Don't want Ngannou. Fury don't want Ngannou again. No, we need a lot more important heavyweight fights in boxing. Absolutely, Adari. I've never rated Fury. Punch and grab. Yes, True Geordie versus Untrue Fury. Untrue Fury. Yeah, well, just because I don't want to harp on about this too much, but you see, Mike, right? The reason why I go in on the guy, and it's maybe because I'm from that era. I'm from that era and before. You know, there's proper fighting men there. Fighters who were fighting regular, fighting all the time, didn't duck one another. Not just them. That's my era. And today's heavyweight is ever since Lennox Lewis retired, the heavyweight division's gone fucking whoosh. It's shit, it's shocking. And at this moment in time, I've never seen it as fucking dire as what it is now. It's fucking awful.
I mean,
Makes Mike Tyson duck Ray Mercer. Yeah, but how can you say that, Rose? To be fair though, hey,
huh?
what?
I said I don't want to hear no Mike Tyson ducking no Ray Mercer. I don't want to hear that shit.
I've never read that. True Joe, yeah. MMA is pointless because they knock out a lot of people with their hard might as well. Do boxing, make big millions that way. Rosie's put Mike Tyson, duck Ray Mercer. You never know. You never know, Mike. You never know. I've heard a lot of people say things about Mike Tyson, but
but I'm good on that shit. That shit is long and gone, man. Long and gone. Long and gone. It's like, why are we even talking about Mike Tyson? It's like right now.
No, I
like,
was just saying that. No,
I'm not talking to you, Laws. I'm talking to the other guys.
No,
why are we talking about Mike Tyson right now?
Because all I was saying is because I'm from that era. That's my era.
You can't fight, but you can't fight everybody.
Just let me finish reading the chat. One sec, mate. Anyone sign of pop bang? Oh, where is he? Yeah, where is he? Where is the tosser? Fury Mania. Where is he? Yeah, he's gone underground. He's been disappearing all week, hasn't he? I've seen you, Rosie. I'm going to give you a wrench because I've seen you in a few chats.
Didn't he say he was going to make like a video every week or every day because old boy didn't pay him?
Yeah, well, Mike, this is what I mean. You just don't bloody know, do you? Yeah, this is why I say it's the propaganda with every. Just let me read these last few bits of chat. Mike, read that. Anyone? Yeah, pop bang. Yeah, Silver Fox. But totally agree, brother. Oh, salute to you. Tricks, but Fury has ruined it. Yes, absolutely. Mike Tyson refused the Holyfield fight until he fought. Mike Tyson refused the Holyfield fight until he fought Holyfield. He thought Holyfield was washed up. Don't say Iron Mike wasn't a ducker because he was. Yeah, but Rosie, Mike Tyson was due to fight Holyfield, and then he ended up going to jail. He was due to fight. Holyfield, and then his court case come up. That's why that fight didn't go off. I'd like to see Zhang versus Fury. I would trick. That fight's not happening, man.
Yeah.
He won't go anywhere near Zhang. And I don't think a lot of people will. Mike Tyson didn't duck no one. He didn't avoid something, I can't see that. But first, trust me, it was Don King fucking around. Tyson was a proper something and he cleaned out everyone. Yeah, exactly. I believe so. I don't think Tyson ducked anyone, but that's my opinion. I've heard people say first half of his career he was fighting bums and shit like that, but doesn't everyone fight bums at the start of the career to build up your pedestal?
Held on.
Anyway, yeah, so quickly, because I don't want to harp on too much about Mr. Fury, because we've been on about him for ages.
You can kiss my ass
That
all.
Crime Watch video I did, Mike.
Huh?
Did you see that Crime Watch video I did?
The Crime Watch video?
Yeah.
Nah, I missed it. Oh yeah, I saw that one. I was like, look at fucking Laws with the fucking tight ass fucking sweater on and shit, with the huge ass fucking bobblehead.
Yeah. I couldn't shrink my head down anymore. I couldn't shrink it down anymore.
Big ass dome.
Yeah. Because if I'd have shrunk it down anymore, you wouldn't have seen his head. Do you know what? I did one a month ago just as a laugh. And it didn't really take off, but a few people cottoned on to what the idea was. So I thought, well, it's end of the month this month. I thought I'll just do it as a laugh. It only took me about 20 minutes, not maybe a bit longer, probably about an hour to knock that up. Oh, you're welcome, Rosie. No problem. No problem for the wrench. Ray Mercer was calling Mike Tyson out for years. I've been on a boxing fan for 45 years. 43 years, I remember. Rosie, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm not saying you're wrong at all. And everyone's entitled to an opinion. You don't get blocked over here for having an opinion. I welcome people's opinions. Ray Mercer was a brutal man. Brutal man. And a hard bastard. Man could take a punch as well. Not only could he punch, he could take a punch as well. Great fighter, Ray Mercer. Imagine Ray Mercer being around today, Mike.
I mean, Ray Mercer right now coming up in here would probably be like the equivalent. Like when you think about the eras and you look at the way some of these guys fight, you know what I'm saying? Then you look at somebody like Fabio Wardley or Tyrone Sponge or something like that. You know what I'm saying? You would think that those guys would have like more knockout power than what they have, but they don't. But that motherfucking Ray Mercer, he looked like he had knockout power. You know what I'm saying? He looked like he had knockout power. And if he fought right now, I think Derek Chisora, Dillian White, Big Baby Anderson, Big Pharmacy Miller. I think he'd knock all them out.
Hey, Ray Mercer?
Yeah, I think he'd knock all them out.
You'd wipe the fucking floor with them, man. What
They wouldn't stand a chance. They wouldn't stand.
Jesus, none of them would. I don't think any of these heavyweights, any of them, John J. Wilder, Tyson Fury, AJ, none of them would stand a fucking. None of them wouldn't. I mean, you can never say never because it's very difficult to. You know what I mean? You can never. It's fantasy boxing at the end of the day, so you can never say never. That's very true, Mike. You're very true there. But me personally, I think Ray Mercer would just wipe this generation of heavyweights clean out. No fucking problem. But that's just my opinion. It doesn't mean I'm right. He could struggle. But you just don't know because, like I say, I'm from that 80s, 90s era. So that heavyweight, that was heavyweight boxing for me. But it doesn't mean that they could come into this era and do that. You just don't know. It's just fantasy, isn't it? Just let me read these chats quick, Mike. Thanks for the wrench. Yeah, you're welcome. Everyone's laughing. Trip put it was brilliant. Do you know what, Trip? I'm going to do that now as a regular end of the month series.
Like Porky does the bell end. The weapon of the week. Weapon of the week.
Something similar to that.
Lethal weapon of the week.
But I only did that last month as just a laugh. But there's that many crimes in boxing. I thought to myself, he could do that. It's just something different because that's really just a laugh. It's a bit of banter. But I can now. I know what I'm doing with it. I can do better ones, a lot better ones than that. And it won't be Fury and all people. It'll just be people. It could be 8 people. It could be 10. It could be 2. It could be whoever. And whoever's been a bell end, then they're going up on the fucking board for the crimes in boxing.
Well, shit. I can already predict that Fury's going to be up there a lot.
Yeah. I also think Buche would have beaten the granny out of a prime. Gee, that would have been a great fight. That would have been a great fight, Rosie. Abuche was a fucking monster, man. And David too. Yeah, I remember watching that fight. That was a horrible fight to watch. That was two men just basically stood in the ring, knocking fuck out of each other. So, Silver Foxes put Mason versus Morrison. What a fight! Yeah, that was cruel.
Oh,
I've got that on my other intro. That was one of the. That was disgusting. That was one of the worst knockouts I've ever. That was fucking disgusting. What? Not because of Mercer, because that referee. What?
yeah,
He
he
nearly
took
killed
he
Tommy
took way
Morrison.
too long.
Oh God, yeah, that was brutal. That was. Where's sleeves put Big Belly Miller. Yeah, yeah, it was brutal. Right, so let's talk about this then. Talking of Fabio Wardley, did you watch this fight, Mike?
I watched some of it, but you know, you know, didn't he get up and didn't he have like 8 seconds into the bell in the ring, something like that?
Uh, I only caught just as I switched it on. I caught him getting knocked down.
Yeah, he got up from the knockdown, but then he fell to um properly protect himself, and the ref I think that's the fight I'm talking about, and the ref stopped it. But you know, defense, man, motherfucking defense. Like
Yeah,
keep him like the boy didn't keep his well, not your boy, Laws, but he didn't keep his hands up, bruh.
yeah, but did you know what though? Yeah, I have to give Fabio Wardley praise, man, because that kid, Rosie, stick around because I'm gonna talk a bit of old boxing in a minute because I've seen a post today and I just want to talk about it quickly. Just quickly then, just going through this. That's a big win that for Fabio Wardley. This is a kid who's only had 3, 4 white collar fights, and that
Yeah,
was he beat an Olymp. I think he was a former Olympian. I
yeah,
think
yeah. But come on, that dude he fought. He wasn't his former. He
he's not
being
a
a
shit
former
fighter
Olympian.
though. He's not a shit fighter though. That David Adelaide isn't, Mike.
He just ain't all that. I'm not calling him a shitty fighter. Just ain't all that, And
Do you know what I want to
Fabio
see?
Wardley, his defense, he
Do you
need
know
to
what
do
I
something
want
with
to
that
see?
defense too.
You know what I want to see? Yeah, but Mike, that's what I'm saying. The guy's got no pedigree. You know when people say, "Oh, I've got no pedigree," he only had 6, 7 amateur fights. This guy's had no amateur fights. He's
Yeah,
had
I know.
nothing. All he had
Yeah,
was
I think
four white collar fights.
did he you talking about who?
Fabio Wardley.
Yeah, didn't he come from like a kickboxing or something?
No, from what you call white collar fights. White collar fights are like charity fights where you just fight someone for charity, but you've got no boxing background.
Well, that happens,
Yeah,
and he
sort of
caught
like
the dude. I mean, he I mean, it was battle of the no defenses. I mean, he swings, Fabio Wardley swings with him, and he connects, and then next thing you know it, poor old Adelie's on the deck.
yeah.
That's
What
all
do
it
you
was.
think?
Long as
Hey,
old boy swung, and Wardley swung with him. That's all it was.
yeah. But you got to give Fabio Wardley respect. I'll read the chat in a minute because I give him respect because the kid's come from nowhere, man. But
No,
what
I'm
do you
not saying
reckon?
don't give him his respect,
No,
Law.
you know, I'm saying me. I'm not saying
Oh,
you.
my
I'm
bad,
saying
my bad, my
me.
bad.
I'm trying to get this out quickly. What do you reckon to Fabio Wardley versus Jared Anderson?
Um, I
I
would
like
probably.
that fight.
It's gonna be a good one. I mean,
I
I
like
would
that
call that
fight.
one more of a 50-50 than the last fight we saw. But
Yeah.
I would say, I would say, um, um, it's gonna look real interesting when Fabio Wardley hits Anderson with a nice shot. It's gonna look real interesting.
Yeah. I think that's a good fight, me, because everyone's banging on about Jared Baby Anderson, and now Fabio Wardley's getting a little bit of a name over here. I think it's a good fight, me. I think that is a 50-50 fight. Because Fabio Wardley, man, don't know what it is with the dude. He gets fucking it and he just steps it up about 4 or 5 gears and he goes fucking mental. But anyway, let me
No,
read the chat.
go
Let
ahead.
me just read the chat quickly. Dave's put Mike Tyson as a legend, always will be, because always will be only because the prisoner and his lifestyle cost him defeats. Because I agree there. I think Tyson lost them 3 years were the best. I think were the best years what Tyson missed. Could have been. I think so. Rosie's put I actually thought Ray Mercer deserved a draw with Lennox. Excuse me, I'd have to go back and watch that. I remember it was a tough fight for Lennox, so I can remember that.
Yeah.
Very similar to the David Chua Lennox Lewis fight. That was a grueling fight. And that Shannon Briggs Lennox Lewis till he knocked Shannon Briggs out. Ricky, but sorry. Don't ask me, but Adelaide did all right when all his mates attacked Woodley on his own. Not so good one-on-one in the ring. All right, yeah.
What did he say?
Eh? And then Ricky's put, what about Wardley versus Fraser Clark, lads? I don't want to see that, you know. I think Wardley duffs him up. I was a bit before I was thinking fucking Wardley, Fraser Clark's all right, but then did you watch his Dave Allen fight? That was
Yeah,
atrocious.
it looked kind of. Yeah,
I thought
like
it
I
looked
said,
awful.
realize I was talking about it. It's like it wasn't all that.
Mm.
I mean, I know they call them big fries and all that shit, but
It's,
I don't know, bro.
no, I think Wardley stops him. Right,
Yeah,
let me just
it's gonna be bad.
yeah, let me just talk about this quick because I saw this today.
What you see?
This what I'm putting up on the screen now.
No.
Prime,
Yeah, I saw somebody posted too.
yeah, it was just a prime Lennox Lewis versus a prime Riddick Bowe. Now, just before you say out, this is what gets me angry about Usyk and Tyson Fury because I believe that's going to be one of them fights what you'll never see, and you'll wish to God that you'd have seen it because that was a fight. But I wanted to see, and I was a massive, and still am a massive fan of both of them fighters. They were probably my two back in them days. Them two were probably my two favourite fighters, and I did have a thing for Michael Moore as well. I liked Michael Moore, but nowhere near like them. I loved Mike Tyson, but Riddick Bowe was my man, and so was Lennox Lewis. And I think that Usyk and Fury will not be like that fight, but could end up being one of them fights what you won't see. But who would you go for in that fight? Anyone in the chat, Mike? I honestly don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either, man, because the only reason why I say that is because I don't. I mean, you can say prime all you want to, but sometimes the prime is not in the age. The prime is in when the person themselves truly like starts learning some shit. You know what I'm saying? And really start perfecting their stuff. And I don't think that happened till later on in Riddick's career. You know, I think that Riddick Bowe had it midway in his career, but I think with him, it was kind of like, look how many shots Riddick Bowe was taking.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's a
Yeah.
reason why some people sound the way they sound, and I think a lot of times when people are so called in a prime in the heavy, especially in the heavyweight division, I don't think they're uh, 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 mentally capable. Sometimes they're like technically should be fighting in the ring anymore. I don't know how to properly say it, but it's kind
Yeah.
of like one of the things is like they mentally lost a fucking step, and it has nothing to do with um It has nothing to do with how long they've been fighting and stuff. It's just the shots that they taken.
Yeah. Well, this is what I'm saying. I just want to read the track quickly before I have my piece. Rosie's put, remember Ramos? Oh, yeah, we've read that. Rosie put, Bowe threw the belt in the bin. Yes, he did, rather than fight Lewis. Yes, so that was a duck. It was a duck. I remember, right, years ago, where, was it Grandstand? Can't remember, but it was Des Lawson. Was it not Des Lawson? What's his freaking name? The guy who used to do Grandstand. You won't remember him, Mike, but he was called Des Walker or something like that. He had a show where he brought Lennox Lewis on. No, he brought Riddick Bro on. Des Lynam, that's it. Dave, that's it. He brought Riddick Bro on, and he was talking to Riddick Bro, saying, will you fight Lennox? And he was like, yeah. And they were talking about Lennox, and then all of a sudden he brought Lennox Lewis on from the background, and it was like you could slice the tension with a knife. Just let me quickly read these because I'm losing the chat. Bowe was an animal in the 90s. In the early 90s, but I got to admit, Lennox always found a way to win. What a great comment. I remember Michael Benn KOing Tommy Morrison. Yes, he did. Michael Benn, yes, I remember that as well. Because Tommy wobbled him, and then all of a sudden, Michael Benn caught him with a lucky shot, and Tommy Morrison never recovered from it. Didn't he knock him out in one round or 2 rounds? How crazy is that? Ngannou is a geezer that never boxed and just beat Tyson's ass. Yes, talk the truth. He's put Usyk all day. Luke is a damn fool. Salute to you, bro. I had you as a moderator because I've seen you as well. Des Lynam, yeah. Ngannou whooped his ass. Fury faces met Ngannou. Ngannou Tyson is cancelled. Ngannou forced Tyson to cancel his fight. Yeah. Well, just quickly to get off that subject, Mike. I have to say, me, honestly, I don't know. That was, see, for me, I sort of have to agree with what Dave just said, but sort of go off it a little bit. I think Riddick Bowe was a lot better in the early 90s to mid 90s, whereas I thought Lewis was very good at like domestic level, but I think Lennox got better later on in his career, especially after the Oliver McCall knockdown. You know, when he changed his trainer to Manny Stewart, he sort of just became a different fighter. But I would have loved to have seen it. I don't know who would have won that fight. I really don't know. I'd like to say that was one of the fights.
See, Lars, you kicking what I'm saying. See, you kicking what I'm saying. See, we see. You see what I'm saying, my black African brother. I'm joking with you.
Fucking hell, don't start that shit. Beer all over me fucking computer. Yeah. So, anyway, let's move on then.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. He's had his begging ball out, hasn't he? Have you been watching him on Twitter, Mike? I know you've been.
Who been begging?
Conor Benn.
Oh man, yeah. I saw these. I saw it's like almost every day, once a week or a couple times a week. These two are fucking going back and forth over some bullshit. Like, it's either you make the fight or you don't, man. It's either you make the fight or you don't. It's like, huh?
Have you seen the way how they've been going lately, though?
Yeah, I saw something pop up today.
I think this fight's made.
Well,
I'll tell you. Go on.
Well, if it was made, Lars, you know, Edward Hearn can't resist himself. You know, first thing smoking. He got to be the first one out there to run his mouth about something. Like he can't wait. Like it got to have his stamp of approval or whatever. He got to be the first one to let everybody know. But Lars, you could be right. They probably could have made this fucking fight and got these dudes doing a sitcom.
Yeah. Rosie put Lennox Lewis was in his peak when he beat Donovan Razor Ruddock in 2 rounds, in my opinion. Could be. Do you know what? My brain's my I can't remember shit as I've got in older. But I just think, me personally, I think Lewis got better second half of his career when he went under Manny Stewie. That's when cause I watched all Lewis's fights.
Yeah, he
I
got he
watched,
got he got knocked out. He got knocked out. Wilbur Manning came back and whooped him.
yeah, and he revenged all his losses. That's what
Exactly.
I liked about Lewis, like Marvin Hagler did. Marvin Hagler revenged all his losses, apart from obviously the Sugar Ray Leonard one.
Mm.
But yeah, just let me say about these two. I think this fight's made, right? And I'll tell you the reason why, Mike, because Eddie Hearn said that this fight was going to Saudi Arabia at Christmas, right? Trying to put it on this so-called same date as Tyson Fury and Alexander Usyk on the 23rd.
Right.
Then all of a sudden now, I've seen an interview with Fast Eddie. Well, I've seen about 3 interviews with him this week,
Yeah.
where he said that, oh no, this fight won't be going to Saudi Arabia now. And then Conor Benn come out, did an interview saying it's got to be in Britain. It's what the British public want. He said we're ready to go. And I was watching, reading his body language and stuff, and I was thinking, do you know what? This guy's got this fight signed. He must have, because he was like laughing and it's like super. I'll have to track down the thingy and send it to you later on WhatsApp.
I'm just saying, Laws, man. Just listen to that shit. Like
I hope it does happen though.
I mean, I'm just sorry. Maybe I'm a fucking Edward Hearn hater or whatever, but that motherfucker's the common denominator with fights not happening. It's like, oh, it's happening over here. Now it's not happening in Saudi Arabia, right? What? The money ain't
Yeah.
right? What? You know,
Well,
it's never been. If it's ever been about the damn UK fans, how come? Well, how come Edward Hearn took a lot of the heavyweight championship fights out of the UK, the meaningful one?
yeah. Because he's a greedy bastard. But I think you've got to look at it in the big picture as well, Mike. People, I can't see people going to Saudi Arabia for that. Come on, man. Yes, I know it's got a name and all that, and it's got history. But I don't know. But I honestly believe, though, now I think he's got the fucking British Boxing Board of Control bent over, or where they know they're not going to win that appeal. But something you've got to watch it, because he's fucking adamant this fight's happening
Well, look,
in the UK.
go ahead, Lons.
Yeah, and I'm just saying. I'm just going to read the chat quickly. I hope it does. I hope it does happen, because I'm telling you now, man. Chris Eubanks will flatline them. Chris Eubanks will absolutely fucking flatline them. He'll starch him big time. Just let me read the chat quickly. McCall had a mental breakdown. Yeah, he did. And Lewis won on default. McCall had one of the best chins in the. Yes, of course he did. I know that. Yeah. Fucking hell. I know that, Rosie. McCall's still fighting today, and he already was doing a couple of years ago. Oliver McCall's a great fighter. I can't stand watching Lewis Tyson fight. Tyson was no like 10 years past. Oh yes, he was. Yeah. I tell you what, though, I read Lennox Lewis's book years ago. He did a book. Fucking hell, it must have been in the mid-90s. I read it years ago, and it had pictures of him when he when he was 16, 17, and he was sparring Mike Tyson with Custy Martin. Come down from Canada, and he always said, like, Mike was a fucking. He says Mike was a problem, dead fast. But then Mike Tyson says very similar things about him. Fucking hell, Mike, what are you doing? Put your mic on.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, go ahead, Lons.
I think Conor Benn should be banned from boxing. Yes, I do too. Conor Benn is a drugs cheat. Yes, absolutely. Eubanks will KO him. Yes, Mason, he will. Ngannou's killed the sport. Yeah, talk the truth. But Mike Tyson would have buried Lewis in his prime. Do you think? Could have done. Yeah, could have done. Because you see, thing with Tyson was not only because he was small, he was fast, powerful, and the way how he used to dip under his opponent's jab and then come up either with the uppercut or come up with the overhand right. He was ferocious for that. And the thing with Tyson, it was his foot movement. Maybe not so much his foot. I don't know. He did have good foot movement, but Mike Tyson had great body movement and great speed. 3-1 Cleveland midfielder Motors put, I don't care about the little fighters. I only watch heavyweight boxing. All right, salute to you. I was a boxer. Don't know about you lot. I did a little bit, not a boxer as in like boxing. I did a bit of amateur shit when I was a kid. Only for a couple of years.
So you did boxer size.
No, I joined the boxing.
I'm fucking with you, Lars. I'm fucking with you.
I joined Macclesfield Boxing Club when I was fucking hell. Last year, juniors at primary school. And I only did it for about 2 years. Shakura's fighting soon. Yeah, I like Shakur Stevens. I give this dude a wrench. So yeah, I think that fight's going to happen anyway, Mike.
Yeah.
I think Eubanks will iron him out. I really do.
I mean, it's going to be a good one. So,
yeah, it's good fight, yeah.
I don't see it's going to be a good one, So that's the good thing about that, It's going to be a nice little scrap.
Yeah, Rosie's put Mike Tyson had a good chin, but he didn't have a great chin. He also never had a plan B if you could KO his opponents. Do you know what, though, Rosie? I think a lot of fighters are like that. If they start knocking people out all the time, I think fighters get lazy and I think they just rely on knocking people out. They seem to, I don't know, I'm not saying all fighters do, but I've seen that with a lot of fighters over the years, that fighters who can bang and then they just, as the record keeps going on and the more knockouts they have, they just become reliable on the fucking right or big left. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I can see that, Laws, but some people are not made to be boxers. Some people are just they brawlers. You know what I'm saying? But the problem is with this generation of brawlers is that none of them know how to brawl. Derek Chisora can't brawl. Dillian White can't brawl. You know what I'm saying? And they try to, and Dillian White tries to mix and match boxing with brawling, and he can't box and he can't brawl. So he's just I don't know, but I just think that is just sometimes what it is. But you're right. Some boxers, they only have two punches, 3 punches, yeah. And they just rely on one the whole fucking fight, and they're not a boxer, and so they end up losing. You know what I'm saying? Because boxing is about winning rounds, not about just putting the guy down once and then, hey, you won the fight. No, you have to win these rounds. You can't win these rounds if you're not landing the correct punches, if your defense ain't all that.
Yeah, well, that's where this famous saying comes from, doesn't it? A boxer always beats a puncher.
Yeah, that's what they say, Laws.
Yeah. Just read these last few comments, Mike. Mason's put, bring some boxing fights to the UK. Yeah. Big Rick's put Loz versus John Fury fight happening soon. Yeah. Fucking hell. Fucking big fat daft bastard. This Cleveland guy's put South Auckland. See, Auckland boxing was Constantberry just walk down the street. Like Auckland, that's got to be New Zealand, is it? Or Australia? South Auckland? Or is that America?
Someone's telling me. I know we got an Oakland, but I don't know about an Auckland.
Auckland, that's got to be New Zealand, surely. or Australia.
Yeah, man, you fight John Fury, man. I hold the town in the spit bucket.
Yeah.
I bring the
Mike, I would
inswell.
fight him.
I bring the
I would
inswell, the
fight him for his bully.
Vaseline.
New Zealand, there you go. See, I was right. I knew as soon as he heard Auckland, it's got to
Damn,
be
Lars, I'm
either
surprised, man.
Oz.
You know something, man. Damn, about time you know something.
Shut up, you dusty foot Dave's put, yeah, but Tyson could do 12 rounds and win back in his prime. Yeah, of course he could, yeah. Well, points over Tony Tucker. That was a great fight. And do you know what? People, you've made a good point there, Dave, because if you think about it, Tony Tucker, didn't Tony Tucker knock Buster Douglas out? I'm sure he did.
I think so. Hold up.
I'm sure he did. And then he went and did 12 rounds with Mike Tyson. And then a few years down the line, this is where obviously styles make fights come in. Buster ended up knocking him out. I'm sure Tony Tucker stopped Buster Douglas. I'm sure. I could be wrong.
I mean, I'm not one. I'm 37 years old. I'm not one of them to be over here to lie to kick it and acting like I've been watching boxing like X amount of years, like Laws and all them. So you know what I'm saying. I keep it real with mine. I don't know, motherfucker.
That was a fight what stunk the joint out. Tyson versus Bone Crusher Smith. Fucking hell, Bone Crusher, the amount of excessive holding what he was doing. Mike Tyson just could not let
he did
off.
the Devin Haney?
Yeah, he was just holding him. He was just holding him, Mike.
Devin Haney, he wrong as fuck. He wrong as fuck.
I thought it was Mike Tyson's 12 girls. What's that? I thought Mike Tyson 12 girls the night before the fight with. But yeah,
that's what they say. I mean, it wasn't 12 girls, but the story goes because Bobby Brown actually corroborated the story. Bobby Brown told Mike Tyson to go to fucking sleep, and then Mike Tyson responded, "Why? So you can have all the girls."
Do you know what though, Mike? I read years and years ago. There used to be a newspaper over here called News of the World. I mean, I wouldn't say everything what they wrote was true, and they were a scandal. They got closed down anyway for a murder case because they got access to a little girl's phone who got murdered over here. And
and they put it on Front Street.
No, they got all the data off it, but didn't tell anyone. And then I think the police found out about it.
Oh, that's even worse.
Yeah, so they closed them down. But they were a newspaper what were around here for years. But I read a double. I remember being at my mate's house, Keeldale's, years ago, and his old man used to get News of the World every Sunday. And I used to go around my mate's Keel's every Sunday for my dinner. I remember reading the paper after it, and it was like a 2 or 3 page double spread on Mike Tyson and that Desiree Washington. Apparently, Eddie Murphy had made a complaint to the police because she tried the same shit with him. Yeah, I mean, Eddie Murphy. I mean, you know what I mean. That guy's got more kids than the fucking 7-a-side fucking football team. So, and Eddie Murphy's not really one to speak of, because he's been in and out of brass houses all his life and shit. But that's what Eddie Murphy said. She tried the same thing with him a few years before or a year before. She tried to stitch him up. Cried rape. But
they didn't prove. See, this is the thing, man.
Well, this is what I'm going to say. Just let me say this quickly.
I'm sorry.
Sky Sports, years ago, right, when he was in court, do you remember when the courtroom got set on fire?
No, I don't remember that. Remember Laws on 37, dude?
Well, Google it. I think it was the day of his sentencing. There was a mysterious fire in the courtroom or in the building. So they postponed the sentencing date. Might have been a couple of days later or a few days or a day later. But Sky Sports were out there, right? And they interviewed Bone Crusher Smith, right? And this is on My Son's Life now. And Bone Crusher Smith said, I don't know what's happened. This is not word for word, but something similar to what you said. Paraphrasing, yeah. Bone Crusher Smith said, I don't know what happened, but I'm not being funny. What was she doing going to Mike's
Yeah,
hotel at 3 a.m?
I
She
remember that.
wasn't going round for a cup of tea and a slice of cake. It wasn't them words, but it was something along them words. So you got to think about it, Mike. What was a young girl like her? She didn't go round for a fucking cup of tea anyway, did she? At 3 o'clock in
No,
the morning.
no, and so they hit behind the whole Christian family, this and the third, blah blah blah, whoop de whoop. But Mike met her at a pageant. Remember, he met her at a pageant. That means
Yes, I know
bikinis.
that. I know,
That means bikinis. That means
yeah.
showing your
Beauty
body.
queen.
And y'all supposed to be all religious. She's supposed to be a virgin and whoop de whoop whoop. So pretty much at the end of the day, it was literally all a setup. It was all a setup. And what pisses me off the most is that when people get literally done wrong like that, they don't even
Yeah,
hire a private investigator or anybody to go and look and go and catch these dudes, man. Because
yeah,
these people took um they took a lot of the life out of you. Like some of the life out of you in boxing. They took some of the life out of you in your personal life. They took your time away that you would never get back. They tarnished your name. Remember on the news, that dude tried to pull it up, and he was like, "You know what? You're a piece of shit. You know, well, what
yeah.
are you going to do about it?" It's like, and they never let it go. Like, and if everybody out here could believe that in the news and everybody, if they believe that O.J. Simpson killed her, even though O.J. Simpson got off, well, how could we can't believe that Mike Tyson didn't do it?
Well, yeah, yeah. Do you know what? If I'm honest, I had a guy last week say to me on because I commented on I made that video about Tyson Fury, you know, in the Ngannou cherry picking and all that. It might have been the build up to it, actually. I was saying it's a shenanigan of a fight and all stuff like that. And some dude put, I agree with you, but why have you not spoke? It's one of my videos from last week, not this week, last
Mm.
week. I think it was the build, the one where I've got Tyson Fury on the front saying, "Is he going to fight in um, in December?" And some guy, the comments still up there, but some guy put, "I agree with what you're saying, but why have you not mentioned anything about Mike Tyson? Because he was involved in it, and he's a convicted rapist." And I didn't even bother comment. I couldn't be asked. But me personally, if
Like
I'm honest, I don't think I don't think I think obviously I think they had sex, but I don't think it was intentional. But I don't know. That could be me just being biased.
you want to hear some funny laws?
Mm.
You hear me?
Yeah, yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah,
No, no. I thought the volume of my phone fucked up. The lawyer, Mike Tyson's lawyer, called him a fucking schmuck to his face.
right.
He was like, you're a fucking schmuck. It's like, what the fuck was you thinking? Like, nothing. Like, whether or not you did it or not, like, nothing good was going to come from this. Like, and then he was like, you know what? And then he hired him. That even the lawyer to this day, he did an interview. He did an interview like last month or 2 months ago. In his
Yeah,
interview, he said, no, he didn't fucking do it. He was like, there's no way he did that shit. And he was like, you know why? He even brought up and you know what? And during the trial, it was like they kind of hid the fact that she already had allegations against her.
yeah, yeah. Well, this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. This is where Eddie Murphy had come out, where she had allegedly she tried to stitch him up for it. But like I say, I don't know. It's hard to say. Let me read the chat quickly. Um,
Yeah.
I thought Tyson, right, read that, must have been exhausted before the busting. More like Frass. Tyson has got more kids than Murphy laws. Eddie likes Transformers. Probably Don King's hair catches fire. No, I know Mike Tyson was a proper badass, but I genuinely believe he was innocent in that case. Could have been Dave. Mike put the joints in Don King's hair. Mike Tyson used this. See, this is what I mean. Rosie's put Mike Tyson used his dick to do this thinking rather than his brain.
Nah, he used the Wizinator to hide the
I
coke and the drugs.
don't think Tyson was guilty of rape. He could have, Rose. I don't know. Rosie, you're right. Teddy. There you go, there you think. I can't see that last bit, what Talk the Truth put. But I know he tried something apparently with Teddy Atlas's daughter, didn't he? Wasn't she 11 and he was 16? I think he groped her, and Teddy Atlas put a gun to him, didn't he? Threatened to blow his head off.
That's what he's saying. Like he probably didn't even grope her. And then at the same time, he wasn't even an adult or nothing like that. He was a kid. He probably was fucking.
Yeah,
And
no, I know, Mike,
Telly
but the
Atlas,
thing is, though, if you're doing
is
that,
out there talking about putting a gun to a 16-year-old kid's face. Like, come on, man.
yeah, but you would though, Mike. If someone groped your daughter, I would. Some 16. If I had a daughter, I've got a son, like, but
Well, I got guns.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying if I had a daughter and a 16-year-old lad groped her and she was 11, fucking right, I'd put a fucking gun to his head. I'd put it in his mouth and threaten to blow his head off. I would.
Lost told him he gonna tell him to suck the gun.
I would. Say you come anywhere near again, I'll blow your fucking back of your head out. I mean, you just, I don't know, Mike. Me personally, I think he's innocent, but that's also me being very biased because there is little indications. If you look at the big picture, Mike, I mean, is Teddy Atlas telling lies? You don't know.
He probably telling the truth, but he probably ain't telling the whole truth, because he probably ain't got all the information because somebody had to tell him. And when somebody tell you something about your kids, it's kind of like if something bad happened. Usually people they just see red like a bull. You know what I'm saying? And
of course,
and go and handle business. His girl, his daughter could have been, with it. You know what I'm saying? And he probably told us that. And he probably told him, it's like you can do whatever you want to around here, but leave my daughter alone. You know what I'm saying? And plus, you got to think about it too. It's like he probably didn't want his daughter dating a dude anyways. You know what I'm saying? But who knows? But odds is, if Mike Tyson did it, he's probably most likely he was drunk.
Yeah, it could have been. Yeah. Well, Rosie's put, we all do stupid things when we're 16. Talk the Truth puts, Rosie, you're right, because Teddy and Kevin warned him. No one is innocent. Yeah, I don't know. It's speculations, and it swings and roundabouts, as we say over here. You'll never know because we weren't there. You see, when I hear people talk about him and say he's a convicted rapist and shit like that, it gets my back up a bit. But I have to admit, if I put my hand on my heart, that's me being more biased than anything. Because
I mean,
you know what I mean?
You hear somebody doing something to your son, it's like you're going to go find them.
Yeah. But you know what I mean? Because let's be honest now. If we think about it in the big picture, right, Mike? What we're talking about comes back to exactly them. No, but what I'm trying to say is what I showed you before about his fans sending racist messages and then sending threatening messages. And what I'm trying to say, Mike, is what we're talking about Mike Tyson. Did he try it on with Teddy Atlas's daughter? Did he rape that girl? What I'm trying to say to you is I've just said to you, if I'm hand or not, I don't think he did do it, but that's me being very biased. Do you know what I mean? But what I'm trying to say to you, Mike, this is because I loved Mike Tyson. And if you think about it, Mike, it's the same thing what we're talking about with Tyson Fury. When he's ducking Usyk and he's not doing this and he's not doing that. His hardcore followers think this guy's the Messiah. He can't do anything wrong. Do you know what I mean? And if you say that he's done this, then they fucking start sending you racist messages or threats. Do you know what I mean? It's bias. That's what I'm trying to say, Mike. Well,
Pretty
that's how
much.
I see it anyway, brother.
Yes, it is.
Do you know what I mean? And we shouldn't be like that, really, Mike, because at the end of the day, just because they're a celebrity or the famous, do you know what I mean? We shouldn't. We should always have an open mind because celebrities and famous people do things wrong as well.
Yeah, but all I gotta say, if I get a chicken here,
Fucking hell, what's that in there? Crocodile?
nah, it's a palm leaf.
Oh, right.
Hold on. The chick come
Please,
over here at if a chick come over here at 3 o'clock in the morning, we fucking in this pool.
you crazy dude.
Straight
Let me
up, loud.
read the chat quickly. Mike said to Teddy brought him was a big man for putting the gun in his head. Dave's put Mike Tyson was the original baddest man in the planet. And yeah, absolutely, Dave. That they stole that name because that's where he's at that number one on the head. That's where the baddest man on the planet comes from. Is Mike Tyson with an interview years and years ago? Mike Tyson said that I'm the baddest man on the planet, and that ever since Mike Tyson said that, that's been stolen so many times. That's why when you see shit like this, baddest of the bad, fuck off. And makes him a name for God's sake. The only thing bad about Fury is fighting his cocky attitude. I'm not a Mike Tyson fan, and I think he didn't do it. That's what Rosie's put. Ricky's put, Los Fury is the great white hope at the heavyweight division. That sport of boxing always wanted, and why he gets special treatment. Could be, could be. I mean, I don't know. There's something. Do you know what I find very odd, though, Ricky? Is that why do Americans support foreigners more than they support their own?
They
I
really
don't.
like who?
Well, like Lomachenko and all shit like that. They don't. I don't know. I've got that. That's what I've from the Americans. What I follow on
Well, you're
YouTube.
right, Laws, and with Lomachenko, but that's because it's all about who the media throws in front of their face.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. Right, Mike, I'm going to get up out of here because it's fucking getting late, man. It's like nearly 11 o'clock. Didn't
what
mean
that
to
got to
cut
do with
you.
anything? It's a fucking Friday.
I've got shit to do tomorrow, mate. I've got fucking loads to do tomorrow. Got
I'm
cleaners.
trying to hear that shit. It's
I
like we're
have,
having a
mate.
good conversation. All of a sudden, you want to
No, I
fucking
know,
just get
but
up out of here.
I know. Plus, it's the lady downstairs. I don't want to be fucking, shouting it like this time of night.
Well,
Because
tell her to fucking get some friends over and have a good time. You know, do
she's
something
about
with your life. You
she's
know,
about 50 something.
tell,
Rosie,
well,
thanks
tell,
for the chat. Yeah, you're welcome. Brown Bomber talks a load of shit. You mean
tell her. You know,
Orange Bomber?
when I'm done with this live stream, I'll come knock over. We can have a cup of tea or something. You know,
Cup of tea. No, you're all right, mate. Not my
put a little
type.
milk in there. Put a little milk in the tea. A little bit of sugar. You know, make a nice little
Mike,
good proper tea.
if I'm going to have a good time, mate, it won't be a fucking cup of tea, mate. Trust me. We're
Hey,
fucking night out somewhere. It definitely
get a
won't be
slice.
fucking a cup of tea.
Law's talking about getting a slice of that poutine pie.
Fucking bother at my age now, mate. Been there, done it. Fucking, I had 15 years of fucking hell with one. That was enough for me. Right, let me read this out. Talk the truth, salute to you. Thanks for coming through, Rosie Mason. Thanks for coming through. Ricky, always a pleasure, big brother. Thanks for coming through. Dave, salute to you, bro. Pleasure you coming through. Cleveland Modified Motor, salute to you. Thanks for coming through. Ricky, where's the sleeve? Salute. Mason, thank you very much for coming through, mate. You're always here. I, Lucan, salute to you, brother. Bruce Gas. Silver Fox, salute to you, bro. Fucking hell, still 17 people in chat. Trick, salute to you, my good friend, the Dari Peanut. Salute to you. Thanks for coming through. I think that's everyone. I think that's as far as it let me go. Mason Hearing, Wizard Sleeve, yeah. If I've missed you, sorry about that. Mike, an absolute pleasure, mate.
You got a good group of people in here, man. You got a good group of people
Yeah.
in your chat, though. No
Oh, man.
arguing, bickering, and it's nice.
Oh, Rosie's put, just remember to subscribe and give you a. Remember to subscribe and give you a like. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. He's put, and then Dave's put, thanks, Loz. Speak soon. I'm off to watch Family Guy. Oh, salute to you. Enjoy your weekend.
I wouldn't subscribe to Laws. He's a hater. He's a Tyson Fury hater.
Who's that?
That dude Laws.
No, shut up, you dickhead. I ain't no hater, man. I ain't.
Just messing with
5 minutes. Mike, I just speak my mind. And I want to say thank you to everyone who subscribed this week. It means the world. Because it means that people are starting to listen now. And I've got no hate against the guy, man. I've got no hate against him. All I want, just bloody fight. Either fight or just give that belt up and let someone else fight. And if you want to go make movies or go to MMA or UFC, whatever you want to do, go and do it. But don't hold that belt and not defend it or just keep it hostage. Do you know what I mean? If you just release it and let number 3 and number 2 or number 4 and number 2 fight. And salute to you, bro. Just that's all it is with me, Mike. That's all it is with me. It's not hate. I don't hate the guy. I don't know him from Adam. He doesn't know me from Adam. I'll never cross paths with him. He'll never cross paths with me. I've just got my opinion. That's all it is, Mike. It's an opinion. It's nothing more, nothing less. Like one of my subs said to me the other day, a guy called Nick, I think he was called Nash or something. He said, Loz, I don't always agree with you, he said, but I agree with what you're saying. Either let the belt go or defend it. And that's all I'm ever asking of the guy. I've never said the guy can't fight because he can. He's just fucking hell, just fight, man, or let the belt go and let other people fucking use it or
Won't
fight
happen.
for it.
Won't happen.
Anand's put Tarl. I'll salute to you, Anand. Have a good weekend, brother. Talk truth, but day one I knew Fairy was a Wally. He's put I knew Fairy was a Wally.
He called him Fairy.
Can't help. Rosie's put I can't help but have some hatred for drug cheats. Oh yeah, absolutely, yeah. Oh,
Well,
yeah.
Tyson Fury's the one.
And
that's another thing. They don't bring it up. They don't bring it up. There was a whole ruling, and he did. They gave him a retroactive suspension.
Yeah.
That's Luke. That's Luke.
Oh, drug treats get a name round here, Rosie. Go through my videos, you'll see I've roasted Conor Benn for a long time. Not just for being a drug cheat, for avoiding top fights with Florian Marku, Josh Taylor, Josh Kelly, and all people like that. But
you know what's interesting?
What's that?
They never really came out with the WBC or nobody came out with a statement on Conor Benn. Like, why is he able to fight?
Maurizio Sulman gave him the all go clear, didn't he?
Yeah, but they never came out with an official statement of the findings or anything. They just
I know, Mike. Exactly. Same with Dillian White. Where's that? That's in the River Thames. That from 2018.
Yeah, well, he disappeared. He's on a sabbatical with. He's on a sabbatical with his husband.
Yeah, with Dino. Right, I've got to get up out of here.
Yeah, man.
All right. Salute to the chat, Mike. An absolute pleasure. I'll probably give you a ring later. Or Magic's getting. Where are you at home?
Yeah, I'm at home. Chilling. Making some chicken.
I'll give you a ring in a minute then.
All right, bro.
We'll get off to bed. All right. I'll see you all later. See you in a bit. Enjoy your week. Peace out.